Let's welcome to the show Florida Congressman Carlos Jimenez. Let's talk to you, Congressman. It's good to see you. We know you've been upset about what happened with the ouster of Speaker McCarthy. Who are you going to vote for Speaker?
Kevin McCarthy. I've been very vocal about it. I've also been very consistent. Since Wednesday, I've been in the same place, and I'm going to stick to it. Look, 8 Republicans voted with 208 Democrats to oust the Speaker of the House, our Speaker of the House, our leader, that we supported by 96%. And so I think the way out of this is to go back into the future, I guess, and just reinstate Kevin McCarthy. Us, looking for another leader, et cetera, makes no sense whatsoever. 96%.
Sorry, forgive me. Will those 8 House Republicans change their vote suddenly?
Well, no, but now 210 of us have to change our vote for the 8. I mean, we voted for Kevin McCarthy. Now this is like bizarro world where 8 Republicans tell us, the 210, that we got to choose somebody else because 8 of them, along with 208 Democrats, decided to oust Kevin McCarthy. Now, where in the world does that make sense?
Well, is it clear that the 8 are going to change their vote suddenly to go back to Kevin McCarthy?
I would rather have 210 try to change 8 than now the 8 trying to change 210. Okay. And now we're doing all these contortions because these 8 align themselves with the Democrats. So who are the real Republicans here? Is it the 8 that align themselves with the Democrats, or is it the 210 that wanted to keep our Republican Speaker in his chair?
Well, it looks like House Judiciary Chair Jim Jordan just got a major win, locking down the vote from House Armed Services Chair Mike Rogers. Mike Rogers was intensely opposed to Jordan as House Speaker as late as last Friday. And now, defense hawks were worried Jordan was going to cut spending for the Pentagon. He's signaling he's not going to do that. And you have now Vern Buchanan and Wagner going for Jordan. Would you, if at the end of the day, all else fails, go for Jordan?
Well, listen, the problems that I have right now, they started with, number one, I'm voting for Kevin McCarthy, but the tactics used in this race, the misinformation, I mean, people are calling me, not calling me, but there are tweets about me that somehow I'm going to vote for Jeffries for Speaker of the House. I was one of the guys that voted to keep Kevin McCarthy, all right? The only way that Jeffries can become Speaker of the House is because of the chaos that was caused by Matt Gaetz. And so, no, look, I've been very consistent.
But now it's 2 weeks without a Speaker. It's now 2 weeks without a Speaker. Senators are shocked and flummoxed at the mayhem in the House. Right. And we've got this new USA Today. People want to get a move on. House Republicans want to get a move on. Right. USA Today reporting Special Counsel David Weiss is investigating Hunter Biden for breaking foreign lobbying laws, talking to a judge about bringing charges. You have a new AP NORC poll. 35% of U.S. adults think the president did something illegal. Show the poll. 33% they think he behaved unethically. It's time to get a move on with the nation's business.
I agree 100%. And look, one of the things that this episode has actually brought out is that we need to have a way so the Speaker pro tem actually has some power. The fact that everything stopped because of one individual is actually insane. The fact that it hasn't, come to light until for 250 years, well, now we know about it. Because imagine if in the future some Speaker gets injured or has an illness where they're incapacitated for a period of weeks or months. The business of the House stops. We need to rectify that, and we rectify it right now as we get on the way of choosing our Speaker. And so I'd rather get it right than get it fast, and that's what I want to do.
Well, the fears of U.S. recession is growing. The Fed's raising rates to battle inflation. Mohamed El-Arian, top economist, says sees a lot of comparisons today to the banking crash in 2008 when banks tightened lending standards. I think a lot of Americans are saying it's time to move on.
I think that you need to ask Matt Gaetz why he put us in this position. I think we need to get the right Speaker so that we can be unified so it doesn't happen again in the future. Okay. That's what we need. And we don't need it because I fear that if this goes on and this somehow, this ouster is finalized, then we will have this again in the future, and God knows what situation we're going to be. So we don't need that. We need to go back, reinstate Kevin McCarthy, move forward because he's the rightful leader of this party.
Got it. Congressman Jimenez, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.